My trusty Ninja blender has finally given up, and it was time for me to get a brand new blender. And in this video, we're gonna unbox it. My Ninja blender gave me a good few years of service, and I really cannot complain. For its price point, I still think it's the best value for money. If you think there's another blender for about $100, $150, £150 that is better than a Ninja, then let me know in the comments below. I'm sure that many of my viewers would love to know about that blender. Now, I had to step it up. I've been expanding what I do, and that means I needed something a bit more on the commercial side. So I put a shout out on Instagram, give me some suggestions of what blender I should get. And wow, that's a controversial topic. But I ended up settling on a Vitamix. I got the A2300i. It's part of the Ascent series, I believe. I don't know a lot about Vitamix, but in this video, we're just gonna unbox it and have a look and see what I think. This thing is pretty substantial. Now, this does cost about 2 or even 3 times as much as the Ninja. So it definitely is not a cheap thing. I'm hoping it's going to last me far longer than just 3 years. But I did need to get something new, and yeah, hopefully this is going to do the job. So let's open this up. I do hate these stickers. Bit of paperwork, some safety instructions I'm sure in here somewhere. Let's have a look. Simply blending, some recipes. Hard covered as well, that's a nice touch. Have a look at that later. The jug. That's pretty substantial. That's one of the other things, obviously, when making hot sauce, I needed to have something that was large. And this one here is 64 ounces. So what's that in liters? 2 liters. And it feels pretty hefty, far more substantial than the Ninja jug. Actually, a heck of a lot more substantial. Yeah, this plastic is a lot thicker, and it just feels sturdier. So that's the nice thing as well with this. You can remove this lid. So if I can figure it out. Okay. I'm sure the lid comes out. Ah, there we go. Figure these things out. But yeah, that's quite nice when you are adding ingredients, especially if you're adding things like xanthan gum and you want to thicken this up while it's blending. You can add the xanthan gum into there, so that's pretty handy. Did not have that on the Ninja. One of the reasons I chose the Ninja blender was because of this jug. If you have a look, the blades, you can see they're multi-blades, so when you have got chilies in here, then it helps to break that up quite nice and easily, because it doesn't have something like this. Now with this jug, I won't have that problem, even though if you do put just a bunch of chilies in here, you might not get them to blend properly. You can still tamp it down with this. So I like that. I know a lot of blenders have that anyway, but just explaining why I got this Ninja, or one of the reasons I got this Ninja. So yeah, temper is quite nice. I'm never going to be able to get this all back in the box, but it's going to be in use, so I don't need to get it back in the box. Paperwork. Welcome to the family. Wow. Okay, this is the actual beast itself. And of course I had to get a red one. That is substantial, definitely a lot more weighty than the Ninja blender. Now I believe this doesn't have a lot of the features that the Ninja has in terms of cycles and programs that can actually run over here. But honestly, I never used any of the features on the Ninja Blender. I only ever used the different speeds. I didn't use one of their predefined cycles or anything like that. So this here is literally an on and off button. I think that's pulse button, and then speed. What more do you need, really? I did go for an accessory kit to go along with this because I needed some smaller jugs than just this one here. So I got this over here, and bear in mind, everything here I did buy with my own money. This is not sponsored in any way. I'm going to give my full honest opinion about all of this gear when I'm using it. If I don't like it, I will be very candid about that. But I got this little kit as well. It just has some smaller containers, we can see there. And that is so substantial. The plastic is really, really thick. And yeah, we've got that. We've got a lid. This accessory kit, it is called the Cup 600mm Bowl 225mm with blade base. So blending cups and bowls starter kit. Lid, so I guess if you're making energy drinks or protein shakes, you can keep it in the jar. So there's the mixer jar. Really, really thick plastic. I think this is even thicker than the plastic in the jug there. But yeah, this is, of course, so if you blend it up, you can then just close it up and take this to drink. On the go in the car. This is the base. Again, everything just feels very substantial, which suggests quality. Only time will tell, really. But yeah, there's the base of it. Some serious gears on here. The problem with the Ninja and with some cheaper blenders is they don't use metal gearing, and that's kind of what breaks down. If this isn't metal, then you can imagine the engine or the motor inside here as well has probably got some plastic parts. And that's kind of what happened with my Ninja blender. Things started binding up and actually burning out the motor because I'm sure something inside there is broken or worn down. But that is very heavy. So out there, just if you're going to do really small amounts of things, you could fill it in here. So if you're doing some spices, so often I use cardamom in my sauces, just stick the cardamom pods in there, close it up, and stick it in, I guess. Yeah, that's another thing here. You just push it on. With the Ninja, you're clipping it in, clicking in, it has to be in the right angle. This seems to just plop on. I think, same idea with this. Yeah, just plops on. I mean, I'm sure once I'm using it, I will realize that that isn't a problem, but surely you'd want to secure that somehow. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. We have another little lid here. I guess if you're not using the drinking lid, or if you've made a lot of cardamom ground up in here, then you could just use this lid to seal it up. Handy. What else is in here? I don't think there's anything else. A couple manuals. Yeah, paperwork and stuff. But yeah, there we go. That is the Vitamix A2300i. Keep watching the channel if you want to see how I get on with it. It is a big investment to make, but hopefully it's worth it. And if it isn't, I will definitely let you know. Now I'm going to be making a video testing this out. There's a video I'm making right after this actually, which is probably going to go out before this, just to confuse things. But if you want to see how this works with the first time I try it, then it's probably the video before this, where I'm going to be testing out how xanthan gum affects viscosity of liquids. Very exciting stuff. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Until then, stay spicy.